Mr. DJ Rose, Vacancies, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears podcast. We back, for another week. You know what I'm saying? The week of sports. You know what I'm saying? It all happened in the week, man. Ortiz, man, what we got going on?
So this week in sports, we saw Indiana Hoosiers win the national championship against Miami. First things first, shout out to Nick Wright, man. Congrats to them boys. You know, I thought Indiana was probably the best team once the playoffs started. It was like up there with Ohio State as far as like best teams in the regular season. It was them and Ohio State. But after that Big Ten championship, I really feel like there was almost no doubt in my head that they was going to win. You know, I will say Miami did a great job making the game a lot closer than I thought it would be. That defense, I didn't know that defense was as good as it was until the playoffs rolled around. But them edge rushers for Miami, they was getting after them boys in Indiana. But it was like, I ain't gonna say a boring game. It just was like a throwback game. Like both teams tried to run the ball a lot. You didn't see a lot of passes thrown, especially in the first half. Both teams was trying their best not to lose the game. And I feel like that's what hurt Miami. I feel like Indiana was probably better at playing that style of football than Miami was. I feel like in the first half, Miami should have just trusted Beck a little bit more, which is a double-edged sword because had they thrown the ball more of Beck, there's a chance that he would have thrown more interceptions like he did on that final drive. But when, Miami had to throw the ball, especially in that fourth quarter, Beck was very successful throwing the ball. I feel like that would have helped them out, especially to force Indiana to throw the ball more and force that defense to get some more opportunities. But in that fourth quarter, man, Mendoza just kind of showed why he was the best player all year, why he was the Heisman winner. He made plays on the ground. He made a couple of throws, especially those back shoulder throws. That run he had for the touchdown, I was watching that in real time. I was really impressed, and I went away thinking to myself, man, he's more of an athlete than I thought because I really didn't think he was going to get that touchdown. I really didn't think he was going to run the ball from that distance and be able to score, but he hit the little linebacker, he took a little hit, and he dove in and scored. And when they was only up by one, for a brief moment, I really thought Miami was going to win the game when they started driving the ball down the field. And then I remembered, they got Beck at quarterback. He's going to throw a pick. And then he threw a pick. So, yeah, congrats to Indiana, man.
Confirms what I said about Miami. Miami was so good because of the defense. The defense carried Beck. Beck's not bad. He's not bad. He's not the greatest, but exposed. That game really was just it kept up for a little while, but then like you saw them last couple of plays, man, really especially when Mendoza ran for it, you tell it was over, man. It's like you just get a feeling and you see the time ticking down. Also one of those things that made a difference was what was the receiver, man, that had the two big catches?
Malachi Tony for Miami?
Nah.
Talking about Cooper for Indiana?
Was it Cooper?
Yeah.
He caught the two passes on the side.
The back shoulder throws, yeah.
So, I mean, you could tell they practiced those. Those helped out a lot. And then, like, just looking at Indiana's team, man, fully stacked across the board, whether it's defense, offense. They just got good players. And it's like there was a couple of players from Indiana that actually grew up in Miami or went to high school, grew up. So it's like, you see people on the sidelines dapping each other up. It's like, some of these same players. So, I mean, Indiana deserved it, man. Really played really well this year. And I mean, it was a great game all the way through. I can't hate on the playoffs this year. I mean, it was solid to me. I mean, I loved every game I've seen.
Yeah,
Even the blowouts, bro.
I thought it was a good game. But the game was won on penalties and special teams. After that block punt, it was pretty much Miami. That really hurt Miami, even though they came back and tried to make it a game and almost pulled it out. Once that block punt happened, it was pretty much sealed and delivered. And they had some big penalties too, like pass interference penalties that really hurt them. And they had offsides penalty that really hurt them too. So it was a lot of penalties on Miami's end that cost them the game, and and special teams. So that's what really cost them the game. But it was a good game for the most part. It was a good national championship. Indiana, they played well all year. They played good last year. Their coach showed that he deserved to win, and they pulled it out.
Yeah, man. I will say, man, these last couple of years we've been blessed in sports. We got to see OKC win their first championship in the NBA, and we got to see, Indiana win their first championship. And we might see a team win their first championship in the NFL. So let's move on to the divisional rounds. Like, what games from the divisional rounds that you was like, yo, this game was what I thought it was going to be, or maybe better than what you thought it was going to be, C's?
No mirror.
Oh, yeah, my bad. You're not watching to the Super Bowl, man. So, yeah, for me, like that Bills-Broncos game, that was a very good game. I thought that would be potentially the game of the weekend. I've been seeing a lot of people it seems like trying to give Josh Allen a pass for the game from a lot of the shows I've been watching. And they try to that's why Sean McDermott got fired, because they trying to make it seem like, it's been playoff loss after playoff loss after playoff loss. I just honestly feel like Josh hasn't been who he needed to be in these moments in the playoffs. Like, I feel like he's had big games, but I feel like he hasn't responded when his team has needed him to respond. Like, in a game like this, if I told you a quarterback was going to have 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, an interception in overtime, they was going to have 2 fumbles. One of the fumbles was going to be at the end of the half when the quarterback turns around as they're running and basically look like they just throwing the ball to someone saying, hey, you make something happen, which leads to 3 points for the team. Nobody at this table probably would have said that would have been Josh Allen. We probably would have thought, oh, that's probably going to be Bo Nix, because this is going to be like his second or third playoff game start. I think this was his second start period in his career, because I think he made playoffs last year as a rookie. So it's like, we probably would have thought it would have been Bo Nix. Nah, the nigga who been in the league 8 years, who has a league MVP, that really belongs to Lamar Jackson, that's the nigga who did all this shit. Now, and I'm not even getting to, he had a screen pass that he missed Khalil Shakur on, which could have went, for major yards. He had another throw on the drive that they ended up settling for a field goal to go to overtime, which he had Dawson Knox on an open play that would have been a touchdown that he should have made. And then he got the ball in overtime, and he just didn't really do anything. I know people want to complain about the little interception and stuff like that. When I saw it in real time, I thought it was an interception. Then when they showed the replay, I kind of thought it was like maybe a catch or whatever. But then when they explained the process, it became very clear, no, that's an interception. I don't, to me, Denver played a great game. Bo Nix played amazing. I didn't think Bo Nix had that kind of performance in him. I was disappointed they got injured, but to me, this loss just fully, just was on the shoulders of Josh Allen. When he said after the game, he let his teammates down. Salute to Deion Dawkins and Brandon Cooks for saying, no, he didn't. Because that white boy let y'all down, bro. Y'all really should have won that game, man. Like, I'm just going to say this right here. They had 5 turnovers, the Bills. 4 of them committed by your league MVP quarterback. The 5 turnovers led to 16 points. Everyone talked about how bad that defense is. I've been hearing that all week long, that the defense be giving up 30 points in their playoff losses. They had 30 points, y'all. I just told you the 5 turnovers led to 16 points. If you don't get those turnovers, you win that game easily. You win that game 30 to 14. Even if you just take away the 2 fumbles, the fumble where you literally got the little strip sack that led to a field goal, which that happened in your own end of the field. So for the fact that your defense didn't give it a touchdown, that's amazing. And then the other fumble, which literally happened at the half, to the point where, let's make sure this is understood for those who didn't watch the game. He did that dumbass fumble. The Broncos didn't run another play. The next play they ran, you know what it was? They ran the field goal team on for a field goal. So you literally gave them 3 points. This ain't one of the situations where we're exaggerating. Yeah, he fumbled, but then the defense gave it 2 passes. No, he fumbled. They ran the field goal unit on, and they kicked the field goal before halftime. That 6 points alone cost you the game. Like, I don't understand how Josh Allen hasn't taken more heat for this loss, because if this would have been Mahomes, this would have been Mahomes, Lamar, or Jalen Hurts, we would be crucifying him right now. Like, I saw a stat that just made me just really think to myself, this is crazy. Do you know that Josh Allen had more turnovers in this game than Jalen Hurts has had in his whole playoff career? Like, that's the one thing you can't do as a quarterback. Like, I'll leave the other games for Rose to talk about, but to me, that's the one game that I looked at and I was like, yo, the criticism that the star quarterback should have been getting, he hasn't been getting. Khalil Shakur played a good game. James Cook had over 100 fucking yards rushing against the number 2 defense in the fucking league. You can't ask more for a starting running back than what James Cook gave you. You know, Dalton Kincaid had a good game as a tight end. Your offensive line did the best job they could. To be honest, you really didn't get hit as much as you probably should have, because the offensive line did a way better job against that front, which is one of the better fronts in the league. Like, I was really impressed with how everyone else on Buffalo played, but the way Josh played, yeah, that nigga played like shit, man.
Yeah, he played just like C.J. Stroud. The Houston, Texas, and the Patriots game, that's the game that I'm talking about. It's like Houston had every opportunity to try to win, and it was just coaching in that game, coaching, because if he would have put the other quarterback in, they probably would have had a chance to win. Even though they still had chances to win, but they didn't really have a chance to win because C.J. Stroud was playing so horrible. It was ridiculous. He played so horrible in the first half, and then he turned around and played horrible in the second half too. It was just terrible. It was terrible, and the Texans defense was playing so well, and then for them to trot that offense on the field after every 3 and out, every sack and everything, every fumble, man, it was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous, man. He played just like Josh Allen, and
he didn't play like Josh Allen.
Well, he played worse than Josh Allen.
He played worse, bro. Because I feel like that was another shit I heard on sports TV all the time. And Talib was the only one who I felt like defended C.J. Stroud.
Ain't no defending them.
2
weeks in a row.
Nah, bro. Nah. Against the Steelers, that was bad. But
2 weeks in a row.
You're facing a top 5 defense. You don't have Nico Collins, so you're not gonna have your best receiver now. Well, you're going to go into this game against one of the best defenses in the league. I'm not going to let you have your best receiver now. Let's make sure that's clear and understood. You're going to lose your starter tight end in the game.
Josh Allen is the league's bronze.
You're going to lose
he can't be gold and he can't be silver. He's bronze, and they're not going to let him look bad.
You're going to lose your starter tight end early in the game. Then your starter running back is a guy named Woody Marks. That don't sound like a person, bro. That sound like a cartoon character that's a woodpecker. Woody Marks does not sound like that's your starting running back in this game, dog. Like, I don't know what y'all wanted Josh Allen to. I mean, what y'all want to see this try to do against that defense. Like, I agree with you. The coach should have said this: we fucked up on offense. We just gonna keep handing the ball off because our defense playing so well. But I think David Mills would have played even worse. Because I heard Dan Orlovsky say 31 other quarterbacks could have won that game. Man, I think we're just going too far with the criticism, bro. Like, the Patriots defense have been amazing all year, and you want this starter quarterback to go in this game with none of his weapons against a defense on that level? Man, we asking too much now, man.
Yeah, I don't think we're asking too much.
Where you got C.J. Stroud ranked? Like, do we got him top 5?
No.
I'm just saying, because that's some shit I asked a top 5 quarterback to do. I'll ask Josh Allen to do that. I'll ask Joe Burrow to do that. I'll ask Lamar Jackson to do that. I'll ask Pat Mahomes to do that. I wouldn't ask Jalen Hurts to do that. I wouldn't ask Sam Darnold to do that. I might ask Matthew Stafford to do that. That's some shit what we asking him to do is shit that we used to ask Peyton Manning and Tom Brady to do when they was down. We didn't ask decent quarterbacks or just good quarterbacks. You wouldn't ask Dak to win a game like that without any of his starting help.
Yeah, you would.
No, you wouldn't ask Dak to do that because we look at Dak as just okay quarterback.
That's a top 10
when have we
quarterback.
ever done that in the
That's a
NFL?
top 10
A
quarterback.
quarterback that's just decent.
That's a top 10 quarterback.
But you wouldn't ask. You would only ask an elite
He's a top
quarterback
10.
to do some shit that top 10 ain't elite. Top 5 is elite. Top 10 ain't elite. It's 32 teams. It's 32 starter quarterbacks. You need to be top 5 to be elite.
He might be top 5.
No, Dak is not a top 5. You give me your top 5.
You go ahead. Go with your top 5.
Bro, you got Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, and then you can probably either Matthew Stafford or Drake May. That's 5 and 6. That's your guys right there.
Give me Stafford.
Drake May might win MVP this year.
Yeah,
it's one of those weird.
But as a career,
and then let's go Jaden Daniels. Look at this season, Jaden Daniels hurt this year.
As a career, you still got to put Dak's still up. I got Dak.
He's a good quarterback. He's in top 5.
I got
him top 10 too. He's like number 8 probably.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, we've never asked top 10 quarterbacks to do that. We've asked elite. Like Joe Flacco wouldn't be asked to do no shit like that. Yo, you ain't gonna have your starting with weapons, but we still want you to face the top defense and win us the game.
We want you not to turn the ball over 4 times in the first half.
Yeah, but yo,
we want any quarterback not to do that.
But that's coaching though, bro. That's just the coach being like, yo, bro.
That's what I said. It was coaching because he should have said, coach should have said,
no,
come and have a seat right next to me.
No, the coach should have been like, yo,
come have a seat.
He's taking the ball like David Mills would have did the same thing.
When Dave Mills was playing this year, they went on a winning streak, and that's what got them in the playoffs.
They did the same winning streak with C.J. Stroud. C.J. won 7 of those games.
Like I said, when Dave Mills came in, they went on the
winning
streak.
And then C.J. came back, and then C.J. continued that winning streak.
The defense helped them.
Yes.
Both of them.
That team was defensive led. I'm not going to argue that. I'm just saying, like, yo, we not going to compare Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud when Josh Allen had his full artillery of weapons. Now
we're not comparing them. I'm saying they both played sorry. You said Josh Allen played sorry and C.J. Stroud played sorry.
Yeah, but
I know way around it.
I look at what C.J. did. He was a soldier that went out and shit. He did what he could. Yeah, because he was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna try to make some plays happen to win this game. Because I feel like I got to try to win this game.
Did you watch the game?
Yes, I watched the game. Yes, those were some bad turnovers he had, bro. But once again, what I'm saying is this nigga was throwing to, no disrespect to your name, a nigga named Hutchinson. He was throwing to Higgins. Those was his starting receivers, bro. Do we understand that? Those was his starting receivers. They had a bad offensive line. No, but we're not gonna do that. They play in the NFL because any other team that was missing their receivers, we said for the Chiefs the last couple of years, when them receivers was dropping all them passes in Kansas City, we wasn't like, yo, what you want Mahomes to do? When that offensive line was bad in the Super Bowl against the Bucs and the Eagles, we was like, what you want Mahomes to do? Like, yo, there is levels to this shit. There's niggas who in the league, and there's niggas who actually can do their job in the league, bro. And y'all had C.J. Stroud out there with niggas who should probably not even be in the league. Like that shit was disgusting. And this is an elite defense he went up against. This was elite defense. Like I wasn't even mad at Brock Purdy when Brock Purdy played bad against the Seahawks. Because I looked at it like, what you wanted Brock Purdy to do? This nigga didn't have George Kittle. He didn't have goddamn Brandon Ayuk. And he had to go up against the Seahawks defense. Man, y'all asking these niggas do too much, dog. That shit crazy, man. That shit crazy, man. But we're going to move on to championship weekend, though, man. And what's your predictions, Rose?
Give me the Pats and the Rams for in the Super Bowl. Because ain't no more black quarterbacks left, so give me the Pats and the Rams. Give me the Pats and the Rams. That's what I would rather see. I wouldn't be mad if the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl and won it all. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. But give me the 2 front runners for MVP.
Man, I think that would be an amazing Super Bowl, man, if we can get both because when the last time we got both the people who was head-to-head for MVP, 1 and 2 in the Super Bowl? I think it's been a while, man. Maybe was it when Matt Ryan and the Patriots played? Maybe that year when Matt won MVP, that might have been a year, and that was back in 2016, 2017. So that was a long time ago, man. I'm gonna keep Patriots, man, because I just feel like it's so hard to see the Broncos winning on Jarrett Stidham. I'm gonna be honest. I had the Patriots at the beginning of the postseason from the AFC. I probably still would have picked them even if Bo Nix was healthy. But I really like my respect for that defense because I've seen the Patriots defense multiple times this year. I felt like the two best defenses in that conference was the Texans and Patriots. I cannot see that Broncos offense being successful against that defense. But as far as Seattle, man, I had my brother and my homeboy TJ hit me up and they saw what Seattle did for San Fran. They was like, yo, that defense was amazing. And I've been hyping up Seattle defense all year. I think the defense is going to show up against the Rams. I think Sam Darnold's going to have a good game. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba, who should have been a finalist for MVP, didn't even make the finalist ballot, which I think he got snubbed for that, because I feel like he's had that kind of dominant season with that team, man. I'm going to take Seattle and New England going to the Super Bowl, man. Like that's going to be my Super Bowl prediction. Any final thoughts? Oh, my bad. One more thing. Any thoughts on some of the coaching firings and hirings of the last couple of days?
I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I can see. I don't even know why he took it. A dumpster fire of an organization in the last 5-6 seasons. Tennessee Titans. Robert Salah going there. I'm pretty sure he had other places he could have considered.
No, he didn't.
So he just wanted the head coach's job again, I guess. It's like shit.
Man, you must forgot how bad he was in New York.
It's fucking terrible. I don't get it for either side. I don't get it for Tennessee, and I don't get it for him. He probably just wanted the job. And then what's the guy that went to Mintz
from Baltimore?
Jesse Minter.
Yeah.
So I really don't know his pedigree.
DC for the Chargers.
So I mean, like,
and the Chargers defense been one of the better defenses the last couple of years in the league.
Solid. So they got a quarterback. Probably a good move, and then hopefully Brian Flores can get something. Some of.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was hoping Brian was gonna get that job in Baltimore, man. To be honest, man, like they were saying he was the favorite to get the job in Baltimore, and I feel like he already had head coaching experience, so that's check. And then he's, to me, probably the best defensive mind in the game because if you look at what he's done with Minnesota defense the last couple of years with his exotic blitz packages, which is, bro, the way they break it down, if you ever see the Vikings on a primetime game, they really do some funky stuff with their blitz packages that I really feel like I'd love to have him in Atlanta, to be honest, man, because he's very creative with how he moves his piece of players around. But Mike McDaniels going to the Chargers, I thought was a really good move for them because I think Mike McDaniels is one of the premier offensive minds in the game.
OC, right?
Yeah, he went to the OC for the Chargers. I think that's going to really help Justin Herbert out because Mike McDaniels' offense is we're going to get the ball out the quarterback's hand quickly, and we're going to utilize the running game, which is the reason why I wanted Atlanta to get him because the way he utilizes the running back in the running game, and move the running back around and create these running avenues as well as a quarterback like Penix who probably needs to get the ball in his hands quickly. Like that's what he specializes in. Like I feel like Penix is very similar to Tua, and he probably could have maximized Penix. I mean, as far as the Kevin Stefanski move to Atlanta, me and Rose was kind of texting, and I feel like this move was done for Kirk Cousins. I feel like it was done because we're trying to get the most out of Kirk over these next 2 years because we got a team that we feel like can win now, and we're not worried about Michael Penix at the moment. And if that's the case, God bless you, man. God bless you, man. I can't be. God bless you. We'll see what Kirk can do. I think he's done, but if that's the mindset there, God bless y'all, Atlanta, man. We'll hopefully we have a good season and we can do what we can, man. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Brian Flores, I feel like one of these jobs is still open. He got to get one of these jobs, man. He got to get one of these jobs because to me, outside of some of the offensive people, which is Clint Kubiak, who's only been an OC for 1 year, I want to say, or at least at this level. There's not a better name on the market. So I really want to see Brian Flores get one of these jobs, man.
Yeah, I'm interested in see who's gonna get the Buffalo job. That's it ain't happened yet, but I'm just interested in see who's gonna get it. I believe he did deserve to be fired, just like all the other coaches deserve to be fired. They said you're supposed to have the top 5 quarterback, and y'all can't get to the Super Bowl. And it might be the Buffalo curse though. But this was this was a year I thought maybe it could probably be broken. I didn't think it was, but if it was, I wouldn't have been mad about it. But I ain't mad at the Atlanta Falcons. I trust Matt Ryan to do what he got to do. We'll see what we got going on. Anything's better than the way Raheem's did. So
really, they look like they about the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as record, but the last 2 years, but Raheem, it was terrible. It was terrible. He shouldn't have finished the season.
Nah, he was definitely very bad, man. I mean, hopefully them niggas in the locker room respect Kevin, man, because that's something he didn't have in Cleveland, man. Final thoughts, Sean?
Man, two things, man. A lot of people talking about don't like the Dodgers moves, saying, "Oh, this is ruining baseball." Literally blockbuster moves. Kershaw, he left. Clayton Kershaw left, but they made some other big moves. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fucking spin the bag so you fucking win the World Series.
Yeah, these other teams ain't got that kind of money LA got.
I mean, it's fucking LA. It's the Dodgers, man. What the fuck you want them to do?
Of course I'm mad. You got more money than me, nigga. You getting all the bitches.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the other thing I want to say, man, stop with the tough guy shit, man. There's too many people out here, grown ass people with this macho, tough guy bullshit. Everybody knows who we're talking about. These people we're talking about, man. You ain't got to be hard 24/7, man. This shit we're fucking adults, man. Like this shit ain't real, bro. This shit is not real. Like y'all faking the funk, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah, man. I saw that LeBron and Nike released a shoe. I was very interested to see it. It was like, teal, kind of greenish or whatever. They said it was inspired by where MLK was assassinated at, the hotel. They also even put a description like about LeBron scoring 51 points against the Memphis Grizzlies back in 2008. There was a lot of backlash for the shoe. Some people was upset because I guess they feel like they're profiting off of Dr. King's assassination. The Lorraine Motel, that's the place. And the shoe's called Honor the King. I don't know, man. I like the shoe. I'm not a big shoe person. The shoe looked nice to me. LeBron James had something to do with it. I feel like all the intentions I feel like it was good intentions behind it. The place is now a museum, like from Black culture or whatever. So I feel like, hey, man, sometimes it's cool to take tragedy and turn it into something positive, man. So shout out to the Mamba.
Yeah, I haven't seen the shoe, but I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad. LeBron can do no wrong right now. You know what I'm saying? People gonna hate on him regardless because he's the king. You know what I'm saying? But my final thoughts. Today is the 20-year anniversary of the second highest scoring NBA game ever. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant against the Toronto Raptors.
The 81-point game?
81-point game, yeah. Today,
God damn, it's been that long?
20 years ago. Today's the 20-year anniversary. He scored 55 in the second half. You know what I'm saying? One of the best games, you know what I'm saying, ever. You know what I'm saying? That you can see on film. So
one question. How many of them 81 Jalen Rose got?
I can't remember. He said he might have said it, but he got his share. He got his fair share. You know what I'm saying? He need 81 olives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got him.
Mr. DJ Rose, Vacancies, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell out now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.